Welcome to Roleplay Cafe. Estelle here with the crew. We got Todd leading us on the 50th session of the Chronicles of Joth, aka Blackfish Bay. Depends on where we are localized in the world. We got John with us, Eric, and David. We may have another drop in. Justin, maybe. Do you think he might be able to make it?
Maybe not. I don't know.
We don't know. We'll see if we have any surprises. But I'm going to head.
Guest star.
Yes, a special guest star. But I'm going to kick it over to Todd, and he's going to take us through the Valley of Death, I'm sure.
Okay. Hey, thank you all for being here. Joth session 50. Wow, 5 years, and here we are. And Dell is still here. 5 years.
My character isn't, but
No, of course not. Dell.
You've gone through what, 300?
I think so. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. So, let's just kind of go over quickly what happened in the last session. If I recall correctly, your party had decided to leave the Longfangs and go back to Blackfish Bay to besiege the Justicar there to release Hilda Eglair as she was being held at the Longfangs. Not really held in cells, but just kind of held as a special guest while the other Longfangs went out searching for the Kraken who had escaped from their jail cells a short time ago. When you got to the Justicar, explained situation that Borland, the Alpha of the Longfangs, had insisted that Hilda stay because, now, this whole deal about trading Hilda for the Kraken kind of fell apart in his eyes. He didn't want to, give her up if he was going to get in crap with the Justicar, as far as it seemed. So you went and you talked to the Justicar, and the Justicar was like, yeah, no. She should be able to go free. So he agreed, gave you a letter writ to take back to Borland, and he also asked you to take a couple of prisoners with you to hand over to the Longfangs. On the way there, though, in between Blackfish Bay and the Longfang Lodge, you heard some screams on the road up ahead, and you came across two individuals who were being attacked by two giant lizards off the side of the road. One of them was underneath one of the people being attacked was underneath a horse that was being dragged away by these creatures, and he was trapped underneath. One leg was trapped underneath and entwined in the stirrup. And your group came in, and I think, if I recall right, it was Mars and, can you remind me? Lauren got in there.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
And
Damaris was making pot shots with his
pot shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So was George. Diana was guarding the two prisoners while the rest of you kind of handled the situation. You drove off one of the lizards, fortunately. Oh, I know, and Osric was there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the lizards was driven off by your furious attack, and then the rest of you settled down on the last giant lizard. But unfortunately, Osric, Giant Bane, was quickly taken into the jaws of that last creature there, and mortally wounded and went down rather quickly. The rest of you were able to drive off, kill the creature, that last creature, and with that you took the injured travelers and Osric's body back to Longfang Lodge, where you were prepping for Osric to be buried. As you can see from the map, there is his body. His grave is not showing on the map yet because that's still being prepped. That's my story. I'm speaking to it. All right. So then back at Longfang Lodge, I think this is where we found that Osrin, the beta of the Longfangs, was now temporarily in charge, because it seemed that Hilda had attacked Borlin and escaped from the Longfangs. Borlin was being treated by their herbalist, alchemist, whatever you want to call him, healer, Burga. And it was at that point that Lars kind of snapped and decided that he was going to challenge Orin to the leadership of the Longfangs.
Mhm.
And that's where we left off. Is there anything else anybody else remembers?
I think it was Lauren that killed the lizard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I got
Lauren
Yeah.
was the Deathstroker. Yes.
And since the lizard killed the giant bane, that means the lizard was the slayer of giant banes, which makes Lauren
that. Uh-oh.
the slayer of giant banes.
Yes, something like that. All right.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so it is now the first of Waxflow, which is our March. Late winter. Spring is starting. In the distance, you can always hear this crackling sound, which you've determined is the wax is starting to break free of its winter crust and is on the move again at this time. Hence the name of the month. So Lars and Orin have decided that there's going to be this challenge to Orin, and they have been in discussions, because what has to happen now is they kind of have to go on almost like a spirit quest in a smoky tent, and look for their totem animal that they will assume for their battle when the time comes. So they are both secluded away for the time being. So that will take care of Lars for now. He will be off stage. Okay? So, as far as the rest of you concerned, sitting there in the Longfang Lodge camp that day, you also have the two travelers who you rescued from the giant lizards. You have one of them has a broken leg. That was the rider of the horse, and he's been set up against the fire outside there. His leg is in a splint, and he's being seen to by his apparently his servant. You just tell by the way that he's treating him. All right. So they are talking amongst themselves. The servant is obviously making sure that his master is comfortable. And then, as you're standing there, the man with the broken leg beckons to your group and calls you over. Come, please sit by the fire. I wish to thank you for saving my life and that of Fitzhugh, my servant here. Please come.
What was the server's name?
Fitzhugh.
Fitzhugh?
Yes, Fitzhugh. Yes, he's a bony young man. Yes,
I can relate.
Yes. Go ahead.
What were you doing in Joth? You and that beast that you were riding, the horse. It's not well known in these parts.
Oh, yes. Well, a gift of my uncle, the incoming Baron of Blackfish. Yes, I am Chadwick Blogden. I am his nephew, and I've been sent to Blackfish Bay to make arrangements for my uncle to assume the barony of this of this new region that is being established at this time. Yes. Unfortunately, we were unable to hire more guards to help us go along this road, which proved to be quite treacherous, and we were attacked by those foul beasts on the road. But fortunately for us, you and your companions showed up and saved us from certain death. And I must tell you, I am very thankful and will make my best effort to repay you in any way I can.
Well, I appreciate that, but unfortunately for your uncle, the creatures like that are quite common in these parts. It's going to be quite a challenge for him to pacify these lands.
Really? Well, perhaps he will need some assistance of brave individuals like yourselves to help in this. Might I ask your names?
I am George, known as George the Liar in these parts. When he bows.
Liar?
Liar, and he tilts, he tilts his back toward so you can see the harp that is strapped to his
I
back.
took it the wrong way.
Yes, it's a play on words.
Yes. he turns to Damaris, and you seem to wear the colors and accoutrements of the Church of Thraxis.
Yes, you can call me Damaris. I am a follower of Thraxis. It's an honor to meet you.
Well met of any of the Church of Thraxis. Sir, yes, indeed. And then he turns to Lauren, and yes, and who might you be?
Lauren gives him a curt nod, more so than a bow, and I tell him, yes, I am Lauren, mercenary of these parts.
Mercenary? Sword for hire. Well, maybe I may interest you in a business opportunity, my friend.
Mayhap.
As he demonstrated, his sword is worth the coin.
I believe it to be true. Yes, indeed. And who might you be? Oh, yes.
I was just saying, in fact, his bow, I would say, is mightier than his sword. I saw him kill. Was it a hobgoblin? Who was it? It was a hobgoblin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him kill a hobgoblin from several hundred yards away.
That is quite the feat. Most impressive, indeed.
Lauren kind of looks at raises an eyebrow and leaves it at that.
And you, sir, he says, turning to Zurius, who might you be?
Okay. Zurius.
You are Zurius this time, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
just to retcon everybody, I was a part of the other group that broke away. But Zurius has managed to find himself back in the Longfan's camp as the group was disbanded. So anyway.
Were you missing in the East Woods?
Yes.
Was
Yes.
it Zurius that was? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, part
So
of
you
that other
recently
group.
stumbled in.
Yeah, I've recently stumbled in, and I would have come upon all of this happening as I. Now I'm trying to reckon if I recognize anyone. Now I believe I do know George.
You
right?
know George.
Yeah,
Yes,
Definitely. Don't know if you know
George knows everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
George knows
yes.
everybody.
yeah. I think he was in my group, but I come up from to the side of George and nudge George on the side, and my little clanking, tingling bits of metal that are tied to the basically a showcase of jewelry that is dangling from my from my tunic, and I get your attention. Oh, really? I say as you're talking about Lauren, who I have witnessed Lauren's exploits. I can believe that, I say, looking at Lauren. And then I take a very flamboyant bow to the new Baron's nephew. I am
Right.
Zorius. Do a big wide sweep, and then I'll, make a little, throw a little glitter dust in the air as I rise. You know what I mean? And then illusionist extraordinaire. From Joth,
Oh,
via the portal that was opened up.
as am I, my friend. As am I. Well,
Yes, and you would know of my shop.
well, okay. Now let's just see if he does. Okay, let's see if fame has followed you here to job. What level is Zurius?
2.
A level 2. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 10-sided dice, and if he rolls, actually, you do it for me. Roll 10-sided dice.
Okay.
And if you roll 2 or under, he is free.
All right. No. Okay.
A puzzled look comes across Chadwick Blogden's face, as if he's searching his memory. But I must confess my ignorance to your name, sir. I am most sorry. I'm sure you are known far and wide throughout the city, but unfortunately, yes, I have never heard.
Yes, as you say, we are, but we haven't had the fortune of meeting one another, and that has now changed. I'll say, and
That has.
yeah, I try to move up to him and put my arm around him and pat him on the shoulder. We should get to know each other well. I have perhaps some items that you may. Yeah.
You kind of stands up and tries to get into your way, though.
Okay, I kind of balk a little bit. Like,
are you? What are you really trying to like get there and touch him, or are you trying to cast?
Oh, yeah, no, not cast a spell. Maybe a little glitter will rub off into his hair, but no, I'm just trying to throw my arm over his shoulder like we're good buddies, and like let's take a walk. Before it happens, you're saying Fitzroy kind of interposes himself, so. I kind of
broken leg.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yes, Fitzu will kind of stand in between you two. Yes, he will not let you approach him that closely.
Oh wow,
sir! I give him the downward glance. Down my hawk, a downward glance down my hawk nose.
Oh,
Fitzroy, like, excuse me, sir.
Yes, and he peers back at you. Almost in a challenging way, and says, "None may approach Lord Blogden."
I'm just trying to get a leg up.
Keep your distance.
And then I'll look at him, smile, and kind of nod, and turn back to the Baron, to the Baron, to the Baron. Kind of smirk when he says, "Take the knee." Yeah, the Baron's liege or whatever, and I say, another time. I'm here local with my friends. I'll say, and I back up and I'll throw my hands and pat the back of Lauren and George, my good friends, and grab their shoulders and shake them.
Damaris takes a noticeable step to the side when he does that.
I give Lauren a weird look, like.
I can't shrug. Lauren shrugs.
So the Lord Blogden, young Lord Blogden, he is barely in his early 20s. He calls for some libation, from whatever long fangs are around that will listen to him, and they do. They seem to know who he is. And so quick, in a short time, you brought some food and ale or such. And once again, there's calls for mead, but again, what's that?
Todd, I had a question while you're doing that.
Yes.
What's kind of the vibe of this place? Is it like tensions are really high, or are people just kind of partying still? Like, oh, whatever, it's another day.
No, there's not a party vibe going on here. Like, there's actually very few long fangs around. All right, You get the feeling that majority of them are out of the camp. You know that some of them are out searching for Kraken, and perhaps others are out searching for Hilda. So there's a skeleton crew here right now.
Okay.
All right. So yes, definitely not a party feel. So maybe that food and drink doesn't come as quickly as Chadwick would like.
Well, I mean, Zurius is there to urge them on. You know what I mean? Snap his fingers and chop as they run about. He's integrated himself well into the long fin camps. At least he believes so.
He believes so. Well, let's make a reaction. Let's make a reaction check and see, like, how this is, how Zurius is playing out with these guys. Okay, so why don't you roll a 2d6 and add your charisma bonus to it. We'll just see 5, and your charisma is
1.
Your
Oh no,
charisma
sorry.
You
Yes,
have charisma, right?
plus. It's 15. It's plus 1.
I thought you were stalling.
Did you hear me?
Is there a bonus?
Yeah, it's plus 1.
No, I didn't. No. Oh, plus 1.
Yeah, it's 15.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. So the Longbank servants that are around are kind of indifferent.
Tolerable.
Yeah, they're kind of tolerating it, right? So it takes a while, but eventually, yes.
Smiles, everyone I say as I walk through, and try to be his little guide. And I'll tell him, just trying to ingratiate myself to him.
And again, they apologize for the lack of mead. Again, there's been no mead here for a couple of days, and they do apologize for it. But there is some ale and some wine that you may partake of. All right. As Lord Blogden, there, young Lord Blogden, quaffs on his drink. He winces at his leg. You almost think it's almost an exaggeration the way he goes on about it. But he's like, "Damn this buggered leg of mine. I shall find it quite difficult for myself and Fitzhugh to make our way to Blackfish Bay. If only there were some who would assist us on our journey there. I would pay quite well for such assistance."
Well, I can help with your leg if you like. If you wouldn't mind a blessing from Thraxis.
I'd always be open to a blessing from Thraxis, yes. Now, this, because it's a broken leg, I'm gonna rule that it's not just gonna take a cure light wounds; it would take a cure serious wounds. Okay.
Okay, I don't have that.
I know that, or two of them.
Okay.
Within a day, right?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast Cure Light Wounds on him. And,
Okay.
See what happens here. Now, unlike when Theana did it.
Yes.
When Damaris does it, it almost looks like he is kind of like generating static electricity.
Nice.
And when he touches the leg, the Baron's nephew won't feel good. It feels more like skin and stuff is knotting forcefully. And it heals him. It doesn't hurt him, but it is definitely not a pleasant experience.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I like that. That's good. Good. In keeping with what you know about her. That's good. All right. So yes. So you see Chadwick Blogden kind of tense up and grimace as this electrical charge envelopes his lower leg, and his muscles knot up, and he grasps at the seat that he's in, and clenches his eyes, and then eventually the electrical charge around his leg dissipates, and you can see the bruising beneath the splint. You can see that while he was heavily bruised, and there might have even been a break in the skin, it is greatly improved, although not enough for him to put any weight on it at this time. Right?
Well, Zurius, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Zurius is always, it's been rather close, so you'll see the hair rise up on his arms and a little bit of his hair as it lifts up.
As he got too close.
Yeah, it's a little bit too close for comfort there. Are you going to hurt the poor master or help him? Just a little will do. We'll get him to Blackfish Bay. I'm sure there's a local priest, or perhaps that alchemist woman. What is her name? She can brew him up some kind of salve to help. I'm sure he has the money.
I've been charged to seek out Bishop Pritus in Blackfish Bay, and to present myself to him to make arrangements for my uncle to arrive to the area once Thraxis has blessed us after the tribute.
Excellent.
And he rubs his leg, and you can see that he's like greatly impressed, and it's feeling a lot better. Although he still winces in pain. And yes, I do feel quite better though. But thank you, Damaris.
It's no problem.
Welcome. Very welcome. Chadwick will also notice when I stand up, my eyes look vaguely reptilian for a split second, but then they turn back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a cool thing. I like that. Cool. All right. I just got to step out for a moment to tuck the young lad in, put him in bed.
Alrighty.
And I will be right back. Okay. So,
Yep.
Okay. Hold on.
Excellent. Now, if we could just get him to Blackfish Bay.
And then what? Turn him upside down?
I know. If he's trying to set up a barony there, I just want some information about what they're planning. But
that's intriguing.
I wonder what this Baron is going to be bringing to the Blackfish Bay region.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to tap into some of that. I hope not.
I mean, he's got to have enough money or something to get some better help, because the long things just seem like a bunch of drunks.
Yeah.
Well, there is quite a bit of soldiers and stuff back at Blackfish Bay.
That's true.
Yeah. Where they're from exactly and who they're loyal to, but if they're the precursor of this Baron, then
Might be a good idea.
they'll have a foothold.
Yeah, we need to get in good.
Yeah.
I guess.
Other than that, we still got those.
Well, I was actually thinking of sabotaging his arrival and killing his nephew.
You can change it so that you look like a nephew, and now
Where does your allegiance lie, sir? This man can bring unparalleled wealth from Joth to Blackfish Bay. I'm sure.
We wanted wealth from Josh. Why would we come to Blackfish Bay? Wealth is in Josh.
Now, I want to expand my territory, and I think Joth is about tapped out for what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's something, all right. I don't know. It's something.
Yeah, Joth is. That's so funny though. I'm thinking about, because it's where we actually started. Like in the heart of the city.
Yeah, for all this talk of Joth, I've never, as a player, I've never been there.
That's because there is there wax there or no?
No, man, it's actually pretty cool.
There isn't, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where Joth might have been where I had a wizard character a long time ago, and
I think you started with in Bailey with us.
Is that where the giants were? Was that Joth?
No, really, honestly, it was sort of me and Justin, and I was playing Weird at the time. That's why Justin was so shocked that Weird died. He even came back, and
Oh, okay.
But we started in the slave pits in Joth. We actually had to be gladiators in that, and then
That's cool.
yeah, well, it's a really cool city if you ever get to see it. I don't want to spill Todd's beans, all over the place, but yeah,
Right. Yeah. That was before my time.
yeah,
In the before time.
yeah.
All right. So as you're having this discussion with healing Chadwick, impressing him, and he's talking about his need for guards to take him to the Blackfish Bay, you hear a bit of a ruckus coming through the front gates of the Longfang Lodge area, and you see a party of Longfangs returning. Probably about 4 or 5 of them, I guess. Yeah, maybe 5. And they come up to the fire, calling for food and drink from whatever Longfang's area you are to serve them. And they, through their conversation, you overhear that they have been searching to the west of the lodge for Hilda, and they have not been able to find her. They will take a short rest for a few hours, and then they plan to join another party that is heading north towards Bricket Bottom and along the east shore of the lake to search for her.
So while they begin, resting, and I'm going to start playing some music. And I'm going to attempt to entrance them.
Oh, okay. To what end?
For them to go to sleep and forget all about the search for Hilda.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So what do they have to do? What role do we need?
Assuming that they just continuously let me play, I can. I am 3rd level, so I can enchant 6 hit die worth of them.
Now,
and each of them has an opportunity to save versus spell. If they fail, they are fascinated by my music and will, for the most part, do whatever they think I'm essentially like a rock star, and will do whatever I say within reason.
Well, can I add this, because a rock star needs
So there's 5 of
pyrotechnics.
them.
All right. Well, can I add this?
They also get a +2 bonus. I'm sorry.
A rock star needs pyrotechnics. So while he starts, and I'm not necessarily alley-ooping him, but I want to do dancing lights just to impress the individuals, you know what I mean, and have them dancing around as he's playing, and hopefully in sequence with the the music, basically dancing to the music.
Right.
I'm unknowingly in cahoots, but I'm just I'm trying to impress them.
Well,
but,
I mean, it might be that you recognize the fact that I'm trying to enchant them because of your magical background.
I'm just maybe, but I'm thinking along a different avenue, probably, than what you're thinking. Ultimately, goal wise.
Thinking of augmenting the musical accompaniment, or are you thinking something a little more flashy?
No, augmenting it. It's going to be like a hypnotic dance. It's just going to enhance what he's doing, but I don't fully know what he's doing.
Okay. So you're going to kind of follow his lead as far as...
My lights are going to be dancing to his music and just be dancing all around them as he does it. Yeah, it's a light show, baby.
You have 5 first level.
Roll well.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bonus, or a bonus for that roll as far as they're going to be at a -1 for their saves, okay? Because of your musical music and the lights that you are using to augment that music, all right?
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to do a -1, and we've got to get... to save, we need 16 or better. Okay, so 1 saves. Definitely.
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh.
Oh no.
Throwing it up. I don't care for this type of
one nodded off, and the last one. Okay, so 3 of them nodded off.
That's all right.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, but I'm one of the 3. No, go ahead.
2 on the fence as far as your presentation performance. All right, and they're looking at their companions, and let's just see here. Do they want to let them rest, or are they gonna? If I roll high, they're gonna just let them go. Okay.
Can we interrupt that?
Yeah.
Okay, based upon what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, can I add my my +1 charisma bonus to
Your what?
this roll?
Your what?
You said if it rolls, if you're doing a reaction roll.
Yes,
right?
I am. Yes.
Okay, so and you're trying to. You said high means that they will let these people sleep.
Yes.
So in that case, can I add my charisma bonus for this reaction roll because that's what I would want to
Yes,
have.
you can, and it is a what?
A +1.
I've got a 1 and
Not
2 as well, but if that has any effect.
For your light show.
Yeah. It is quite dazzling.
Okay, I'll give it to
Glitter
you.
everywhere.
9. Okay, well, it's leading towards that, so they discuss amongst themselves for a couple minutes, and they're like,
For me? You're gonna leave it for me?
I'm gonna. One says the other. I'm gonna go into the longhouse and rest. Let these 3 rest out here. And the other one says, yes. I'll join you as well. And they get up and they toddle off into the longhouse.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
George, what are you up to? What is this?
Hilda needs every opportunity to escape their grasp. There's no way that she actually attacked Bolin. She wanted to stay here. They're up to something, and I'm not going to let them win.
Would you have any a better idea of how to find her then, so that we can get to her first before they do, or will they eventually give up?
My only suspicion is that she may return to Jacotus, who may be able to provide her with some protection.
Hilda, the egg layer. Mm-hmm. I'm standing there quizzically looking around.
He was the one that was in the tent, right? Was in the tent.
Yeah.
Was that Jacotus? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacotus, yeah, mm-hmm. He's the guy in the tent with the stone that keeps away the wax.
Magic stone. Okay.
You can tell I'm confused. I don't even know this love affair that's happening here. Looking back and forth at everybody.
Do you think that they will respect Jacotus's authority, or?
I don't think they know about Jacotus.
Oh, okay.
I think we're the only ones that know Jacotus personally. But if they continue their search, they may come across his camp.
Mm-hmm.
Could we ask these long things that came back what they found? Because it sounds like they came back with some kind of information. They were just taking a break first.
The 2 that walked away.
We could ask, but I think
the 2 that aren't
Mm-hmm.
You gonna coax it out of their sleep?
Hey.
Yes,
yeah,
I could wake them up, and my charming should still take effect and I could
that
ask them what they found.
Maybe they mumble in their sleep, and I'll turn around and wave my hand at one and lean down a little bit. And what do you know of this egg layer, Hilda?
I'm sorry, I had to come off the headphone there for a minute. What were you
Oh
asking?
no, I just suggested that perhaps we ask them in their sleep. Not necessarily wake them up, but they are charmed. But I just leaned down and asked them, "What do you know of this egg layer, this Hilda woman?" And I look over at George and kind of smile and wink and back up. He can do what he likes, of course, but
Okay, so this is more as a suggestion.
yeah, it's kind of comical to me because it's dawning on me that there's some kind of love interest there. Yeah.
Oh, love interest. Okay.
So I'm going to lean forward into one of their ears, one of the ones that I charmed into sleeping,
Yes.
and ask them to tell me what happened here before Hilda escaped.
Oh, good.
Okay. And you've got your. I'm gonna use the same reaction check. The actually minus the lights though, from Zurius.
So,
yes,
not to contradict you, but
Yes.
they should follow any commands that I give them. Father.
that you give them. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay. All right. Okay. So the question was, what happened here with Hilda?
Yeah.
As far as
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
And the one individual there, he's snuggling up against a log, and he says, "We heard a big scuffle, screams, yells from within the longhouse. We heard a woman scream, a yell, a roar from her. And then all went quiet, and I sleep. Yes."
Oh yeah.
Was Borland injured when you saw him last?
Bora, yeah, they carried away to the bar and play. Yes. Injured, yes.
Is the barn where the alchemist guy? Is that what you mean by the barn? Is that what we know of as the barn?
Vertical, yes. Yes, vertical, yes.
I think perhaps we should have a conversation with him. A more forceful one. And he cracks his knuckles.
As George is talking, Damaris is gonna look around and do I see that Goatman skull? Just something popped into my head. Because didn't he mount it up here after he did it? After we gave it to him?
Okay. Hold on. Yes, what did he do with it? Let's see. Oh, yes, he did. He did. He mounted it over the door of the longhouse.
But it's still there. It
On
doesn't-
the outside?
On the outside.
On the outside.
Right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay.
And
I
just to clarify, we're outside, right?
You're
Under
at
the
the
fire?
fire pit.
Oh, at the
Okay.
fire pit. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Something was pulling me to that, but I guess not. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So these three guys are still sleeping around the fire. So what do you want to do next? And again, Chadwick, and he's kind of pressing you, like, So, will you agree to accompany me to Blackfish Bay? I could use your assistance.
Yeah, of course.
I'm-
Of course, Master Chadwick. They're piddling around with some nonsense. It's good for a laugh, but you're right. We need to be about business.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
going. So George is going to say to Lauren,
Mhm.
his only equal in the group,
Oh boy.
I'll leave the negotiations of this escort with you. I need to go see this herbalist.
As long as you're agreed to accompany us.
As long as they don't have any solid leads as to where Hilda may be, I will.
Okay, I'm not.
I'll be back shortly.
Okay. All right. So Lauren will put his fist on his hips, I guess, and turn towards the self-proclaimed. What is Baron? Was that correct?
He is actually a emissary for the.
He's just
Baron.
emissary. Okay.
Incoming Baron, yes.
To this emissary,
He's
yeah.
Just his nephew. Yes.
Okay. And
He is referred to as Lord Blogden. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least he demands to be called Lord Blogden.
So Lauren will clear his throat and he will say, "Now, your lordship, higher." What are the terms of this escort that you deem to be of so much importance?
A simple matter. Escort me and my servant Fitzhugh here to as far as the presence of the Bishop of Praxis, and yes, I will gladly pay your party. And he kind of leans over to Fitzhugh, and you can tell how much do we actually have on us.
And Lauren leans.
I'm kind of leaning in too. You know what I mean? Like I'm part of their discussion. I'm glancing over my shoulder toward Lauren.
You can see he's like digging down into his belt pouch.
If he's got to dig too deep, that's not a good sign.
It's like, I think we have 10. 10. I can give you 10 gold pieces to accompany us on this journey.
Yes, Lord.
Do I know how long of a journey this is?
Yeah, it's a couple of hours.
Yeah.
6 at the most.
And go a couple to 6.
Yes, a couple to 6. Depending on the weather, yes.
With the potential of elves, giant lizards, and who knows what else may jump out of the woods and devour us or attempt to.
Yes.
Should be no problem for the Slayer of Giant Bane Bane.
Lauren. Lauren, he will look up into the air and start counting, fingers and kind of muttering to himself. And then he'll also say elves, lizards, wild beasts, bandits.
Here, wolves are a problem.
Whacks and wolves. And then he'll look around and he'll count, and he'll say,
I'm waiting expectantly. And then I'm about to clap my hands.
12.
12. And he nudges Fitzhugh, and Fitzhugh kind of digs down into the sack again. And you can see him like he's and he kind of just nods at Shadow. Yes. Oh, yeah, 12. Yes. 12.
Yes. We are agreed. Then we are agreed. What time is it now?
It is midday.
Midday. Should we wait about and enjoy more of the fine wine and music, and before we hit the trail to Blackfish Bay? There is no hurry, after all, right?
Lauren looks at Zurius and kind of rubs the stubble on his chin, looking to himself for a moment or two. And then he'll turn back to the emissary and he'll say, "Yes, I think first light of day tomorrow will be acceptable.
I think that's
half now, half upon arrival."
Half when we leave.
Yes.
And half upon arrival.
Yes, that is what I said. Yes.
Excellent. Lord Blogden, have I told you about the time that my nephew, and I nudge him, faced the giant in the gladiatorial pen in Joth? And then
please tell me.
I'm patting him and trying to direct him over toward a cushion or whatnot to sit down and lift some wine and regale him with some
Tail
tales.
him with that tail. Yes. All right. Just got to turn off an alarm here. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
One moment. And right back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you imbibe at all?
No.
Are you allowed?
While you're having those
are you allowed?
negotiations with Lord Logden, George, what are you up to?
I'm going to. I keep forgetting his name. What is the herbalist's name?
Burga.
Burga. That's right.
Burga.
I'm going to head over to his hut or the taxidermy
Barn. Yeah.
hut. Yes. Over here into and see if he is there or if he's treating. I guess we saw him in the Longhouse treating Bolin earlier, but.
Well, no, actually, you never actually saw Borland after the attack.
Oh, we didn't? I thought we went inside. And...
No. He wasn't there then. He had been taken away to the barn.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So
when you barn, we're talking about 2, right?
Number 2, yeah. Number 2.
Okay.
All right. When you get there, the doors are all closed up. You can see some lights flickering from within.
Okay.
All right. You can smell. It's used for multiple purposes. It's building taxidermy, butchery, abattoir, if you will, and for Burga's alchemy or herbalism. Yeah.
Are there any open windows up, like higher up, like ventilation or anything?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 2 and 6 chance, let's say.
No, there's not.
No.
Okay.
There is a vent on the roof, letting out some small amounts of fire smoke.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think this is going. The fire inside is going to get out of control, and the place is going to burn down. So, I'm going to light a torch and start trying to set the wooden structure on fire around the back side here in the rear corners where it's not quite as obvious.
Okay. You're going to try and start the barn on fire.
Yes.
Middle of the day.
Yeah. Well, there's not many people here.
No, there's not. Yeah. So it's going to be a 1 in 10 chance.
Okay.
That someone's going to spot you trying to do this.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
This isn't your first Halloween. You know what you're doing.
Oh, Hell Night. You got to love it. Okay. All right. And so you're lighting a torch and setting the barn on fire.
Yes.
Okay. And the barn starts to catch fire.
Oh boy.
All right.
Holy moly.
I'm going to run off to I guess there's some tree line out here, and I'm going to circle around.
Yeah.
Around like the gravestones and come back up through the trail through the main entrance as though I'm just arriving.
Oh, okay. I see. And by the time you get to that, let's see if there's been no. Okay. So you come into the pit and still hasn't quite caught on enough for anyone to notice. But you, because you can see the smoke is rising from the corner of the building. But there are so few people around, and those around the fire are consumed in their own conversation that they're not noticing either. So,
all because of Xeris's enchanting tale.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the flames grow larger and larger, and the smoke gets bigger and bigger. And before long, you can hear some sort of alarm being given out, maybe from even within the barn, and the double doors open at the barn, and out runs a few individuals, probably 4 of them. All right, coughing and gagging and falling onto the ground.
Mm.
Yeah, and they're yelling fire, and those around the outdoor fire that are the servants or whatever that are there, they bolt into action and make their way towards the barn to try and assist with putting it out.
Okay. I'm going to feign assistance in attempting to put it out, and I want to see who the people are that stumbled out and are coughing.
You whipping around an
out
empty
of the
bucket
barn.
or what? What are you doing?
Okay.
He's
Well,
fanning the flames.
I'm gonna take a
Pour
bucket.
fire on it each time.
Fire,
It's
fire.
gonna be like a 1.5 foot off each time I throw the water on there. So
Yeah, so the barn is on fire, and
That's funny.
yes, you can see that one of them is Berga. The other 3 you don't recognize.
okay.
So much for that spirit quest, right?
Right?
I'm going to run up to Berga and say, do we have any large sources of water that we could use to put this out? I don't want you to lose all of your ingredients.
He's hacking and coughing, and he directs you to some barrels of water that are on the far end of the longhouse here that have been collected by a local from a nearby stream. How come that's not doing that?
Right here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take the lead of all these servants and order them to put, use that water to put it out.
Okay.
In order to not draw any suspicion.
Okay. Right. And so you are helping them put out the fire that you served.
Fire
directing
captain.
them rather
Yeah.
than helping, but yes.
Okay. All right. So in due time, this. Well, you know what? No. That's not in due time. Let's just see. Okay. Can you control this fire? And you're trying to captain these people, right?
Yes. Yeah. Trying
Rizva will come into this as well.
I'm going to withhold my charisma.
Boy, George.
Not put much effort into it,
Okay. All right. You're.
He is a liar.
Get on your bad side.
Okay. All right. So let's see how it goes. Are they enthused? Somewhat enthused, yes. The flames are frightening them a little, but they are able to quench the fire and put it out. Before there's too much damage to the barn.
Right.
Right.
I'm going, once Berga has recovered from, his coughing and everything, I need to say, is there anyone left inside that needs assistance? Or is it just the 4 of you? However many it was.
Borland, I was not able to grab him. He's in there. Oh no, our alpha.
Well, I hope he's okay. So,
Good Lord.
is the fire is it still smoking?
Oh, it's still smoky and
no,
misty.
I mean, is it pouring out of the building, or is it
No.
just
By this time, it's under control. This is a little while later. Okay, it's under control, but maybe there's some small flames around. I mean, if you want to rush in and see if he's.
I'm going to try to be a hero and rush in. Yes.
Okay. So there's some flames here and there, but you can tell that the fire is under control. You have to search around for them through the smoke and soot And yes, the question is, when you find him, is he alive?
Oh boy.
Right? Yeah. Okay. What's that?
I thought Borland was already dead.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's.
I thought Hilda
Yeah,
killed
he
him.
was.
Oh.
He was
No,
attacked
she
by them.
injured him supposedly.
Yeah. Under the care of Bergen. Let's see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. There's one third chance that he's not alive.
He must be in
One or
bad
two.
shape because he wasn't able to get out of there. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you find him
Okay.
on a bench in the middle of the barn,
Mhm.
and you can tell that yes, he's unconscious. He is badly beaten. Right.
Oh, okay.
No.
And but there's no bandages on him. There's no signs of someone applying any healing to him.
Is he dead though?
No, he's not dead.
Okay. He's badly beaten, but no one has attempted to heal him.
There's no external signs of anyone applying any bandages or salves to him, anything like that.
Okay.
What does that tell us?
I think that Oren is trying to use this as an excuse to take over everything. So I'm going to drag his unconscious body out of the the cabin or the shed, and I don't know if it's going to require a strength check or something because he's so big.
He's a bigger.
Yes, I'm going to try to rescue him.
Yes. Okay. Well, to drag him out, yes, you'll have to make a strength check. So.
All right.
There's no way for you to inspire him to get up on his own accord and dance out or anything?
No, it takes a turn of music playing to do that. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
All right, just enough. That's
Just
my
enough to
exact
drag
point.
Moreland out of the barn, out of the smoldering barn.
Beats it.
Yes, and he is alive.
No one can accuse me of setting the fire now.
No.
No, of course not.
Except for you keep saying that out loud for some reason.
Yeah.
All right. So there's lots of as far as the meager amount of longfangs that are here, there's a bit of activity as they continue to put out the fire. Berga is nowhere to be seen, and Oren, well, you haven't seen him since this group arrived back at the camp. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I thought Oren was doing his spirit.
Wherever that is.
Spirit journey.
Wherever that is.
his
Okay.
Totem animal thing
Yeah.
with Lars. They're different locations, but they're doing their thing. All right. Okay. So there's this the fire being put out, the whole activity of that. You with Borland.
I guess I'll bring him over to the fire and start, trying to have someone attend to his wounds.
I'll run up to him when he sees him and kind of give him a once over. I'm tapped out with spells, but I can at least do a medicine look at him or try to look him over to see what's broken, if you got internal bleeding or something, or try.
Oh yeah, you can. You're just a brief check. He has been badly beaten. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Chadwick, Lord Blogden there. Who is this poor individual you have brought before the fire?
Oh, I'm.
This is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just going to say I'm stumbling out behind him since we smelled something. But just on the side, I'd been trying to apply a little bit of information from his lips about the Baron, if he has interest. Basically, to sum it up, if trying to find information, the Baron has interest in artifacts, giving us exclusive rights to try to, gather artifacts in his barony, to assemble them into probably a museum. But I want to see if even he has any, if he's a lover of artifacts like I am,
Okay, all right. So make a reaction check for that, and add your charisma bonus if you have it.
Okay, reaction check is
Yep.
20, right?
2d6.
Or 2d6.
And add your charisma.
Charisma's 1.
7.
Yeah, he's not so enthused. So I've just been like,
he doesn't seem to be too enthused about artifacts. No.
I'm barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree. But he'll listen to your tales. He'll listen to your tales if you wish to.
Yeah, until the fire interrupted us. So we're stumbling out, but I'm.
Yes. So as you're dragging Borland to the fire, and the smoke is going out from the barn, you hear yells down in this area here, right? And a few straggling long fangs come running around either side of the pit, the trial pit, right? And they're like, the creature has returned.
No.
The creature has returned.
Crap.
Right.
We'll find out shortly, I think.
And they come
This one I was about to turn in.
the fire and running behind you, protect
Behind
us,
George?
protect us.
Behind George or behind
They're getting behind the fire pit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh. Do we see anything chasing them?
Hey,
Not for the moment. No.
From the direction of the main gate?
Can I grab one of the frantic, cowardly individuals and shake him roughly and try to
Slap him about.
Yeah. Who? What?
The bear, the bear with the wings, the feathers, the beak. It's coming.
I thought that thing got killed. No. Okay.
Owl bear? Is that what
Owlbear.
you're saying?
What?
I thought we
Let's see even know what such a thing is. I
thought we slayed that thing, or did we just?
I think he just ticked it off.
I remember what happened to him.
You just pissed it off.
I don't. There it is. And then from around the corner of the building, you see a lumbering creature.
The alpha will protect us. Yeah.
Who will protect us?
The alpha.
We got a powerful mage here now, so.
Yeah. This lumbering creature on 2 feet, looks about 8 feet tall. Yes, shape of a bear, but there's other features that don't quite match. And it's covered in slime and moss. It seems from the fens and bogs to the south.
Quickly, grab the torches and light him up in the fire. We need to surround him. I'm telling the cowardly crew, and I'm trying to snap them to attention to do so. So at least they can provide some kind of a breach between the creature and myself.
Aren't they supposed to be warrior guys?
That's true. Yeah, we should have captured this thing.
Right, these all tough guys.
All right. You got some level 1 guys there. Yeah, there's a couple of them there. Yeah. So yeah, if you can encourage them,
I'll
maybe.
Take the flat of my blade and start smacking them guys.
There you go. Yeah, I'm looking to Lauren to make it so number one.
I think we've got at least 30 feet plus another. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do.
It's not very far, Todd.
Not very far.
No.
Okay, yeah, you got 40 feet. All right.
Okay.
When they come around the corner, you got 40 feet. You're doing them.
Dang.
All right.
Damaris is going to position himself so that the fire pit is between him and the bears, and he'll get a sling and shield out.
Wise.
So I'm going to turn to the party and say that if we leave our new employer here, I'm sure he would draw the attention of the owlbear while we make our escape.
Get behind the alpha, yeah.
I blink. It's like what? I tell him, I said I just gave him my word that we would escort him for the sum of 12 gold.
Well, are the life of all these men worth 12 gold? We can collect the gold afterwards. The owlbear doesn't want 12 gold.
I say we scared it away once. Why can't we do it again?
Fine.
Because it'll come back.
I mean, George draws his
or
sword.
we can leave with our cash cow and just be gone and let these imbeciles do it.
Cash cow. I'm carrying 10 times as much gold as my person.
I say, fine. It's not all about the money, you know. I'm thinking of future endeavors as well.
You are having this discourse until he rips you apart.
It's moving forward on you.
Well, let's go. Move.
No. We're gonna roll initiative. You guys have been having this whole conversation.
Yeah.
It's been moving forward. Somebody roll 6 out of this.
I will.
Okay.
2.
Oh, no.
He meant somebody else rolled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just about upon you as you're having your conversation, and then you realize you're arguing about this or whatever, having this discussion, and then you realize, oh my God, it's right here, right? So, but the tie goes to you. So, what will you do?
Is it on our side of the fire pit already, or is it on the other side still?
No, it's on the other side, but it will be able to quickly get around it and make an attack unless you
Pivot.
you can either engage or
Is the pit
leave.
lit
Yeah.
or no?
Is what?
Is the fire
Is there a
pit
fire?
lit? Is there a fire?
Yes, it's a fire. It's a low one. It's
Oh,
it's the middle of the day. It's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, well, one last question.
Yeah.
What is the general consensus of these guys in the campsite? Are they just all running around with their hands in the air, just willy nilly? There's no kind of
Let's see what their initial morale is like, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they have a 6 for morale.
I'll quickly glance around to try to determine what the state of their response is.
Willie's in the corner and Dilly's climbing that pole over there.
Okay. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Lead it to the
Let's
pit.
get this one confused. Okay, so lead it. So they have a morale of 6. So if it was a 12, they would fight to the death. So 1, they would always run because it would always be over it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Maybe
underneath
they're trying to-
theirs.
They're
So
trying to get together, maybe.
they're trying to gather themselves together and
Yeah. It'll be too
and
late.
put up a brave fight against it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, so these 4 are
Mhm.
kind of, trying to make a stopgap.
Are the sleepers here still? Oh,
Oh, that's
I would assume so.
yes,
I
yes,
don't know.
yes.
they
yes,
are there.
Yes.
Okay. So what Lauren will do is he will rouse them and push them towards the owl bear. That's gonna be his action first. Have
Okay.
at it.
All right.
Knowing that they're doomed, but it will hopefully give us time to.
Okay. So
Retreat.
they roll a 6.
Oh, I see.
That's right.
Only when your life
Kid-
is in danger. will
Yeah.
you, sacrifice
All right.
us.
So I'm gonna say these other guys wake up.
This isn't my
And-
campsite.
And
Yeah,
they're like, they're the first thing they see is this owlbear, right over them,
Mhm.
and they just try and get the hell out of the way.
That's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're scrambling to get out of the way.
Okay.
Right. So you've got 4 long fangs
Mm-hmm.
there, and yeah. So they're gonna try and engage or try and hold them off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are you shooting and fighting, or
I think we should take Chadwick with us and retreat. That's what
How
I
many
think.
is it? Just the one?
George will.
what was that?
What was
Go
that?
ahead.
Just. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Maris? What?
No, you go ahead. What
Yeah,
were you
what's
gonna
it
say?
there?
Is it how many are there? Is it just the one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just one. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you thinking? Are you hesitating? Or you want to go or what?
Damaris is just kind of waiting for what everyone else is doing because
All right.
Okay.
Well, George will. I assume with Lauren's assistance will
Shoot.
get the reluctantly for George get the Baron's nephew up, onto his
Mhm.
foot, I guess,
Mhm.
because it's
Yeah.
not completely healed,
Right.
and start carrying him away. I'm curious as to what Zurius is going to do about his manservant, though. We'll see what Zurius's alignment is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Serious.
Yeah. My line is neutral, but I'm not gonna stand up to this thing. I've been kind of
Okay.
I'm having a bad day. My story was interrupted. It was to a dead audience, no reaction or whatever. I'm not necessarily overhype about going along with this fop now, but
Are you looking?
You
Yeah.
broke up a little bit.
Kind of
but-
breaking up, Dale.
okay. I just said I'm not. Zurius is not. You can tell he's got this. Oh God, let's go
Oh,
quick. Let's lead out. But I'm not so close to this Lord Blogden, as it were. Let's hit the road and get our 12. Get out of here. The Long Fangs can handle this. They are, after all, monster hunters.
Mm-hmm.
so they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
All right.
So I'll keep my eye backing away. I'll bring up the rear. Long story short.
okay. Yeah.
yeah, I guess
Do you still
gonna
need
have to
help
go-
with Chadwick then, or you guys got him? I can help
I-
with Chadwick.
Well, I think we both have an arm around him,
No,
right?
both
So
got
I
him,
guess-
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, just give him a
Okay,
piggyback
so-
ride.
Take
Damaris-
his
No,
legs
I'm not gonna do that.
just run. So-
All right. So,
So,
you're leaving
I was gonna s-
Longfang camp.
Yes.
You've
Yeah, I was
got.
going to say we have to go south, right? Because they came from the north, or
Oh.
the thing came from the north, right?
No,
Go
came down
around.
here.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they came running around the longhouse.
Yeah, they came around from behind here, up this
I
way.
can't see what here is.
Well,
Yeah, I got nothing going on my map.
oh,
Is it-
really? What's going on there?
Yeah.
Are you trying to draw?
So
or
we
you
can. I guess all I'm asking is, can we
You
go
see
out
that?
the front, or do we need to
a
run?
minute.
No, we don't. I didn't see that either.
How about? this?
You might be on the wrong layer.
There you go.
But now,
Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are.
okay.
Okay, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry.
Okay.
So
All
they
right.
came
So we can
around
run
this
out
way.
through the front gate onto the main road. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you grab Chadwick, and as for Fitzhugh,
Better come on, bring his
he's
butt on.
able to follow
Mhm.
along. All right, you grab your party and move out of the Long Fang Lodge camp, past the cairn of Ungeroth, up to the main road. You can hear the sounds of battle behind you. So you left. Let me get this straight. You left Orland.
Yeah, he can handle it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we didn't say anything.
Okay.
My alignment's neutral. I feel good about this. So
No need to make excuses. It's fine with me. And Berger, we don't know what happened to him. And Orin,
I think we're all dead.
he's
You've said no one that I hold any like dire allegiance to yet. So
yes,
I'm
yes.
okay.
So you're fine. Okay, all right.
Personally,
My only concern is that Borland may have been able to clear Hilda of any wrongdoing, but oh well.
Yes. All right. Okay. So you leave the camp. You can hear the sounds of screams and battle behind you. You don't know what the outcome of that will be.
Mhm.
And you make your way to the main road. All right. So this map doesn't have the roads on it. What the heck? Oh, well.
Big X.
We never got around to drawing that.
I did on another version of this one. But I guess
you'll
I
have to
don't
do it by
have
hand. You'll have to do it by hand
Yeah, I'll just do it by hand. Okay, whatever.
or by virtual pencil. Where we going?
Well, we
guys?
only need the one road right now.
Yeah, no, right. the one clear road right now.
All right. So you have escaped the Long Fang Lodge. You get to the crossroads there in a short while. And so, what is your game plan? Are you going to Blackfish Bay, or are you going to go somewhere else, or what?
I mean, Blackfish Bay's the closest, right?
And we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
guess
some kind
go
of
that's
there
where
and
we're
drop
gonna
off,
take 'em.
right?
yeah, drop off the Baron's nephew and
Yeah, drop them off. And
Collect your 12 glorious gold pieces.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
split 4 ways.
I'm not the best. I'm not the best.
Oh,
that's
the
the
next
best
piece
part.
just rolling in tonight. I tell you. It's typical night and job.
Easy come, easy go. Right?
Okay, so you're traveling kind of slow because
yeah, we
you've
get a
got this hobbled.
slow boating.
So we're gonna make two rolls for encounters on the way. Okay?
I asked Zurius. I say, can't you conjure up some kind of floating disc that we can put this invalid on so we can travel faster?
I raise a very Vulcan eyebrow at him as he says that,
Magic.
and kind of literally corkscrew my head in his direction. A floating what? The man's fine, I say as I, just kind of brush it off. Keep up. Keep up. He can do it. You can tell he's of no further interest to me.
I'll yell. I say, I've heard tales of wizards being able to conjure magical steeds. Even you know what?
You're a big, strong
What's
warrior.
happening?
Give him a piggyback. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Yeah. Zurius is just taking in the sights. Okay. You see the little trinkets hanging off of him, just glittering in the sun, the early morning. No, this is in the evening. We've left off in the evening in a rush. It's night.
No.
Well, it's late afternoon, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to head off along the road to Blackfish Bay, and we're going to see if we have, because of the slow pace, there's 2 chances of encounters
Yep.
on the road.
I will look over my shoulder, expecting a owlbear to show up at any moment.
First check. Okay.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
he's
good for you. I'm on your side.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
You
that's
are
his
on
mantra.
my side.
Okay, all right. So,
See?
so by late afternoon, all right, you are able to make it to Blackfish Bay without incident on the road.
I need to drink
Oh
it.
Lord, this is the town that you wanted to arrive at. I'm sure the guards can escort you to this. What was it? A cardinal or someone? The bishop. Yes.
The bishop. Yes. Let's see. That's the town there. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you guys would have wound up here, and so do you want to leave him here at the bridge that's under construction, or take him to the ferry, or take him across the ferry into town, or just
I think
like
I'm willing to take him across the town or across the ferry into town, but I don't want to pay taxes on this 12 gold.
you don't want to pay what? Taxes?
Pay taxes on the 12 gold.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I can pay up at the ferry.
All right. Okay.
All 12.
The ferry, as I said, is about a copper. All right. So for each individual to cross, deal with that as you may.
One for each eye.
And yes, into town. What's that?
Oh, I just said one copper per eye.
Right. Per
Eyeball.
No.
Just said
No.
that river.
All right, so yeah, back into Blackfish Bay here. Again, you can see these creatures hanging on these scaffolds in front of the Watchers of the White Door. Their barracks there. They're obviously undead creatures strapped to these scaffolds, and they're being tormented by children. Things are being thrown at them. They're being poked at with sticks and sharp sticks and such.
No, I do take a peculiar interest in this. I'll lag behind as they walk on because I recognize one of the individuals hanging there. Again, and out of just curiosity, I want to cast and see if it is an illusion. Since obviously he's caterwauling about his innocence.
You want to see if
just detect illusion. Yeah, that's all.
Detect illusion. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No save for that, I suppose. Of course,
no.
You want to save against, right? It's whether it's illusion or not. These are not illusions. These are actual creatures strapped to these scaffolds.
I'm just okay.
And there are a few people in the crowd that are standing back. You can see, and they're weeping because they recognize these creatures as someone they once knew.
Okay, see, I had met that creature. Zarius had met that one on the road. Remember, he was being hauled in, but he looked human. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
That's what I was cueing in because he's still there, and obviously he hadn't eaten.
Yeah, this is not. That is not that individual you met on. Okay.
Oh, okay.
These are clearly zombies, some sort. Right.
Okay, I thought one of them was him.
No,
okay.
No. That individual was clearly human-looking to your eyes until that.
Yeah, the
that
crystal.
Watcher used that crystal to, he looked like it kind of cast a light upon him that showed a skeletal
Showed its true vistage. Yeah, that's what I was getting at because I remember. I'm curious about that crystal. So I'll intermix with the ones who were wailing the fate of their loved one, and asked about if they had seen those knights, if they may be held up in town here, are the ones that had strung them up. I believe they're the Knights of the White Door, Holder.
They're called the Watchers of the White Door.
Watchers of the White Door. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just wanted to see if I can get any information from them.
You're asking in the crowd?
Yeah, the ones that like did the Watchers of the White Door string up your the ones that are claiming that their loved one is hanging up there.
Oh yes.
And where are they located now?
Yes. You meet a woman there who is lamenting. She says that is not a creature. That is Florian. That is my son. He disappeared in the fens weeks ago, and now I recognize him, even though he is much emancipated and decayed. But I know him by his clothes, and yes, his shock of red hair. It is him.
Bless you, woman. But the knights, are they located here in Blackfish Bay right now? Did they not apprehend your son?
They are at the building before the scaffolds. That is their headquarters. That is where they did
I turn around from holding her hand kind of loosely, you know what I mean? Since it is grimy a little bit. And then I'll look at the door that has very plainly indicated, you know what I mean, there. And then I let go of her hand when I didn't kind of notice, and I just walk over there like, if it was a snake, it would have bitten me. I'll walk in between the twain of those without, getting touched, and try to walk in the place.
Yeah. And they reach for you, You can clearly see that their lips have been sewn shut with heavy cord, right?
Okay.
They've left their arms free to reach out, but you can tell there's no way that they could ever actually grab somebody, but it's enough to scare the local children, right? So you were able to walk in between them.
How far off the ground are they?
Probably 4 feet off the ground before you get to their feet. They're up in but there's no way they can get to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk in there and just basically question them to see if to inquire about the crystal that I had seen before of their that their knights had used to determine if these creatures.
You're walking into their.
Yeah, their
barracks.
Their barracks. Okay. Yeah, and I'm trying to.
There is a guard at the door. Yeah.
You're a commander, sir.
Walks past it.
Yeah, just your commander. Where is he?
The commander. I am sorry, sir. Our commander is not present at the moment. What may I help you with?
A peculiar request, I may say, but nevertheless, on the road earlier, a week ago.
And what would it be?
I had come upon.
What? Sorry.
I'd come upon some of your knights, and beheld a crystal that they used to show us the guilty, the accused, their true nature. Do you know of such a crystal?
You speak of the Eye of Huldra. Yes.
Yes, of course. I should have known. I'm a collector of sorts, and I believe a piece like that would go nicely into a museum of curiosities and antiquities that I'm collecting. I'm prepared to pay a sum, unless you wish to donate to the museum.
Okay, all right. You want to see if you can talk this guy into
Yeah.
procuring this item for you? Okay, all right.
Yes.
I'm gonna give that a -4. Okay.
-4.
Yes,
I get
-4.
so -3 with my +1.
He's a dedicated member of the Watchers of the White Door, and this is one of their main tools.
It's 2d6.
But you
Right?
never know. He might be, Right. Okay. So let's just see what happens. Okay. And he says, so. Okay.
Now I got a +1
Yes,
for charisma, right?
Oh, okay. I'll give you a 6.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That made all the difference. Yeah.
All right. So wow, that made all the huge difference. But no. He's you almost think he considers it for a moment, right? But then he kind of remembers his duty and decides, no, that is a holy item of our order. No, you shall not have that.
Ah, man.
What are these things? I'm sorry, Del.
No, go ahead.
What are these things suspended, like the zombies suspended up with above? Is it just rope or is it chain?
They're on a wooden scaffold and they're chained to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Go ahead, Del.
Yes.
No. I kind of look at him and then, I play it off that, well, maybe in due time and with some thought and consideration, your order may find a time when it may relinquish one, because I do believe it would answer some questions that people have and show more appreciation for your order and what you do.
But sir, there is only one Eye of Huldra. There is only one Eye of Huldra among us.
Dude. She's a Cyclops?
No.
He looks at you.
I would love to. I would love to know her dimensions.
Most gods have 2 eyes.
You would like to watch.
When you see as Holdra does, you only need one. And then I'll buffer that question.
Is clearing his throat. He's like, I'm still here. I have not quite arrived in all the proper circumstances I was hoping for.
All right, I give a bow to the guard.
With those 2 guys we've been carrying around with.
Sorry?
Eric, you there?
What'd you say? Sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to Del still.
Oh no.
Oh, what'd you say, Eric? Sorry.
I just being a smart ass. I didn't say that.
Oh.
No, please. Let's hear.
No,
I said to Chadwick, I said, if you think that's bad, think about the 2 guys we escorted the long fangs that are still there following us, because we never turned them over.
It's true. Yeah, they're probably dead.
yeah. I'll quickly leave there. It's an empty well. I'm not going to follow it any deeper. So yeah, I'll turn on my heel, do a 180.
You know now that crystal is called the Eye of Huldra.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
So that's one thing. Okay. So So Chadwick is increasingly becoming
A
more
nuisance.
insistent that to deliver him.
Does not he know the way? We've already brought him here. A dullard.
Ain't you limp over to...
He lives across the bridge.
Do you wish for us to
I would
carry you
expect
across
that,
the threshold?
You'll tell your lordship of our consideration in escorting you here in due time.
Oh,
For any future consideration.
this is as far as you will bring me, not to the Temple of Thraxus.
Go to the temple.
Oh, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. And of course, you get to the bridge and you see sitting there the money counters, the tax collectors. You have your writ from the last time you entered town, and I don't think you've
Well,
finished your treasure since then. You haven't. Oh, wait a minute.
I stopped Lauren. When he says Temple of Thraxus. Yeah, he may can get us in free. No, I'm saying if he's going to see the Temple of Thraxus, as an emissary,
free. Oh.
We may get a free ride if it was escorts. You know what I mean?
I see what you're getting at here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Now the others have been here previously, and they've paid the tax of the tribute that they already had.
Yeah.
So it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
We all know that wizards have deep pocketbooks, so get ready.
That's right. Okay.
They sweat gold. We know that.
So, Zurius, what treasure do you have upon you?
I've got an illusion of. Oh, you had to ask. I've got like 140 gold pieces, but
Okay. Well, they'll only take 14 of it.
Should have charged you for the escort. Charge you 12 gold.
Good God. 14. All right. Thraxus. Only getting 12. Paying 14. Ridiculous.
For the group. Yes.
Yeah.
That's if you want to cross the bridge.
For the group. I thought he meant 12 apiece. Yeah.
12 group. We don't need your assistance carrying him across the bridge. Let's just drop him off at this temple and be done with him.
Yeah. I do want to see the sights of Blackfish Bay, though. I've never been here.
Oh, if you want to pay your 14 gold pieces, you can do that.
Sure.
Actually, as you're sitting there, you can see number one there. You can see this open kind of barn boathouse with a ship being built out on the docks. But inside here, you can see the doors are open, and you can see this very light craft being built with skis kind of attached to the bottom of it.
Oh, sweet.
And a lone individual pointing away at it.
The skiff. I do raise an eyebrow at that. But the individual hammered away is some emaciated old man.
Yes.
The crotchety old man.
Not impressed. You can tell he's not impressed with the task he's been assigned as an individual.
Well, I don't need to deal with someone like that who isn't affable enough to approach. So I've been rebuffeted twice already on trying to attain some kind of attention to my desires. But anyway, I walk past him and I'm just taking in the sights, seeing if I notice anything that might be lucrative or unusual as we go. That's all.
Right. I mean, again, you see this large statue here, worn down statue of some sort of warrior with a sword. At the base of it, you can see the worn lettering that says Sir Esborn.
Now, do I recognize that?
You can hear the clanging of the what's that?
Do I recognize that? Because as far as lore and me trying to find certain items that may be of interest to certain entities that I sell to,
This might be kind of well known in this area. So make an intelligence check. I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man!
Did you make it?
No, I got 13.
No. Oh no. All right. Okay.
Okay, I raise an eyebrow. I'll carry on. I'm just with the group, though. I'm just saying I'm eyeballing as I'm walking through.
Okay. All right. So
What is
you're
this?
staying on that side of the bridge as they go across. Going with
No, I'll go
14
with them.
gold pieces.
I'll go with them.
Okay. So it'll cost you 14 gold pieces to go across.
Yeah,
All for the tribute to Thraxus, of course.
of course. Got to keep the wax at bay.
I'll ask.
Gotta keep the wax at bay.
I'll ask his high ship. What business do you have specifically with the church?
Oh, well, the church is at the moment governing this area until my family is given its proper due and given its noble right to assume leadership of the area. I have come here to, as I said before, to arrange the arrival of my uncle in due time when Thraxus finally accepts the tribute of these good people, and we push back the wax and once more make this a productive and lucrative region for the realm. Yes, that's it.
And how long do you think that will take for the wax to be pushed back?
From what I've heard from the priests that I've spoken to, the tribute is in a month and a half or so to be paid. So at that time, they will call upon Thraxus, and if the dragon god is pleased with the tribute that has been laid before him or her, I'm really not sure what they are. Then we will assume control of this area. Yes, and the beneficence of the Blogden family will rain down upon these good people of Blackfish Bay.
Yes, but the wax, man, the wax. What is your plan for the wax?
The dragon god will push the wax back. Yes, keep it at bay. Yes.
The mayor's just sitting behind him, nodding his head. Yeah.
And
Damaris,
What's gonna happen?
is it possible that you know some of these priests of Thraxus that are here?
It's highly unlikely. I've been mostly secluded in a cluster in the middle of Joth.
Do either of you have any idea as to the how should I say it, intensity of this offering? What it will be exactly, specifically? Virgins,
Who are you
gold. I'm asking both the. Well, I'm asking Demir Sand, the young. I was gonna say Baroness, the Baron to be. the nephew, yeah.
Yes.
Typically, it's coin and treasures. That's why the Seekers were founded. Rare treasures seem to please the Dragon Lord the most. If that's not able to be done, there are sacrifices either through trials or through one's own body and being devoured and powering the dragon that way.
Okay, so that gets two eyebrows from Lauren, and I have yet to have seen mounds of treasure to appease any dragon god just lying around here, so that only leaves the latter, I would think. And how many?
That is why the Longfangs were capturing all of those monsters and thieves and brigands, and now they lost the greatest brigand they had.
George, I think we can be honest. I'm pretty sure the Longfangs are not anymore. they're short fangs
Just- they're,
because
they're
they are
The long
feet
fangs are short for the swirl.
So where does that leave? Where does that leave us then? Sacrifices, maybe. We have no treasure. We have no. What did you say? Like not specifically gladiatorial things, but what did you say?
gladiatorial
Yeah,
combat.
it was gladiatorial combat. That's gone now. So the only thing
Well,
left is.
Lords.
Okay. All right. Lauren will shake his head and point towards the temple and say, "Well, let's get you to your destination, so that we can collect our 50 gold and be done with you."
50 gold. And just as you say that, you're standing about here, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you hear this explosion
Oh gosh.
from this high tower here, tallest building in the town. There's a loading dock below it. There's a loading arm with a winch that hoists things up into the higher levels. All right. And yeah, there's this explosion on the upper stories, and someone you see comes jumping out on a rope, swinging out.
Trotter.
Swinging out.
Broader.
Let's see. Do you see this? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this huge, it's probably not that huge, but someone's swinging out in this huge arc towards this boat here,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
going, right?
Mm-hmm.
And George, you recognize it as Hilda,
Ah. Okay.
with
All right.
a large backpack on her back that is trailing gold that's falling into the waters.
Good
And
grief.
she's swinging into the sails of this boat that's there,
Now,
falling down onto the deck.
And George will immediately break out into a sprint, trying to jump onto the boat as it leaves.
now,
That's
okay,
where we'll stop for the day.
okay.
That's
Okay,
funny.
what? Is there anything else you want to do before,
Oh, I was just
apart from that scene?
no. I would have when they were talking about what to do. Whenever we had crossed over,
Sacrifices and
Oh, yes,
yeah, I would have meandered off because I bore of the dollar, of this trip we're taking him to, and I've been disenchanted with my prospects. But I would have kept around the corner and went in for a drink at Shenanigans and sat there. And upon sitting there, looked up and noticed the barkeep and looked at his head, and then a smile would break across my face, and I say, that is a curiosity I must attain. And I'm picking my nails with my dagger, and then I would hear the explosion go off.
Yeah.
You raise an eyebrow to that.
All right. Let's see what happens from there. All right. That's where we'll end for tonight.
cool.
Sounds good. Sounds
Well
good.
done, everybody. Good.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Right. Thanks,
Real
Todd.
fun, guys. No, thank
Yeah.
you, guys.
Thanks, guys. It was fun.
Well, I'm
Oh,
sorry
jeez.
everyone else couldn't be here. That's too bad.
Hey.
Well,
Oh, I'll get here next time, I'm
Good,
sure.
we should get we'll get 500 experience because it's the 50th.
Yep.
well,
Plus
I
12.
think at least for the owlbear because you avoided it.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too lucky about that.
You weren't, eh?
We Did we get experience for all the long things he killed?
There's only 4.
There was an alpha in there.
Yeah. I get a 10% bonus to XP.
I feel sorry for Lars because we just kind of left him back there. So have fun, I guess.
Yeah, we'll find out how his battle goes.
Lars.
Anyway. I like it. Eric, I love the touches you made to Damaris and his
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool.
Really good, you know.
That's
A nice touch.
Yeah, I was tired of having healers having all like nicey healing, so I said, his is a little different.
Yeah, I know, that's great.
Yeah, I love the static electricity you shared there. I was like, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, thank you. See what happens next time.
Indeed.
All right.
Maybe
All right.
George and Hoda will sell off happily ever after.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you're hoping for, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, that's his long-term goal. Yeah,
If you can just get together with her, she's always just out of your reach.
that's right.
Good Lord. She's got.
I'm not freeing her from prison.
She's still working with the Kraken.
Has
Yeah.
Hilda even talked to you?
What's that?
What's that?
Has Hilda even talked to you? Because I guess all the interaction, she just kind of grunts when you talk to her. So like, I don't know.
It's some
Largely
interaction.
intuitive all the way through, eh?
He'll change her.
I mean, I'm just waiting for that one time on a reaction check. It comes up like 12, right? And that's when she's just gonna kind of look at you, and it's just gonna snap in her head, and she's like,
Yeah, or a 2, and
or 2, and she's just
and
gonna want to
break-
kill you.
it's already
Yeah.
broken forever.
Right.
Or he's dead. He killed her. Or she killed him.
George, what'd you call it? Hilda Lair.
No, Hilda the George Lair.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hilda the
Oh,
George Lair.
God.
That's right. All right. Well,
Good stuff.
I gotta go, guys. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Everyone, get you next
Yeah.
time.
Night, fellas.
Thanks a lot.
Later.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.